The CEO of Take-Two was on CNBC, I think, on like their financial news network. And the people were interviewing him talking about GTA 6. And one of them was like, hey, have you seen the game? Like, how's it going? Blah, blah, blah. And he's like, I don't play games. Yeah, I don't play the games. I'm here to like lead the company and foster the developers to make the best product. But yeah, I don't play the games. I was just like, well, I mean,
explains a lot.
He's the CEO, so I guess. I guess.
That's cool.
Yeah. But he's just.
I mean, I wish I could say I was more surprised.
Yeah.
Like I wish I could be like, oh man, that's super surprising. Nope.
Yeah.
Can't really do that.
But I mean, like it's I mean, I kind of get it. Like the CEO of the company is not into like the day-to-day or the products that you produce a lot of times.
Really depends on your company.
Like that's right, but like a CEO of like I don't know how big Take-Two is. So maybe I'm telling tales out of school here, but like
they're huge, by the way.
Like the CEO's job is to be like do CEO stuff, not game stuff. Right?
Yeah.
So here's the thing. You're absolutely right. The CEO's job is to do CEO stuff when a company is that large. I think the real argument is, should a company that large, where the company is large enough to where a CEO doesn't even need to have anything to do with the product, be making something that's considered art? Like that's a completely passionless, disconnected thing. He's not there in any way to foster the product. He is only there to make sure that it sells. He doesn't use it. He doesn't view it. He doesn't play it. Yet he is in full control of it. And I think a lot of people don't like that disassociation. A lot of people like to think the games they're playing are full of passion from the ground up and that people really care about them. This is the polar opposite of that feeling. This is soulless corporate. Like this is just sucks. It's like corporate art.
Yeah.
It's just like, ugh.
Yeah,
exactly. The polar opposite of this being Sven from Larian, where it's like that is essentially the exact same position, completely different points of view on the product, but doing the exact same thing.
Like, is it something that comes like because Larian is nowhere near as big Take-Two, are they?
The point is, maybe companies shouldn't be so big that your leader can be divorced from your product. That's the point. Like maybe we shouldn't have giant companies where the entire top strata doesn't use the product that it's making. Maybe that makes poor products.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what we've been seeing the last few years. And maybe that's why this company's.
I'm with you on that. Like we're in agreement. Total agreement.
We're on the same. Yeah, we're on the same page.
Yeah, what I play are usually indies, but
it creates like a work environment for the developers where like the people above them don't even know what it is they're making, and like they're making decisions that they have to follow, which and then at any moment they could just lay everyone off because they need to have a bump in the financial report next quarter and stuff. Like things like that. It's just a weird feeling to be working under someone that doesn't even know what it is you're making. It just seems like
that's how we get games like Dragon Age of Veilguard, where it's like there's no real one person overseeing it. It just becomes a whole bunch of check boxes, like make sure we deliver this generic experience to as many people as possible. It just becomes kind of like lost. It becomes kind of soulless because there's no one steering the ship that really cares about it. You just want to make sure it's successful and makes money, and that's it. So yeah, unfortunate.
Yeah, I was actually curious the size of Take-Two. Just a quick.
It must be massive.
Scan at it says as of April 2025, it had a market cap of approximately $38 billion. Company is also one of the largest publicly traded video game companies globally. They have 12,371 employees. So they're big.
Yeah. So Pinu says, I'm sorry, but you are completely unaware of how a company this size is working. No developers ever meeting the CEO, and the CEO is not there to tell you how to make a game either. That is exactly the point we're making. Maybe that is not the best environment to be making video games in. Like that, you're exactly right. Like that, the fact that the people making the game would never talk to the person or even see the person that potentially is making major decisions about what that game is and doesn't even care about what the game is. The only thing they care about is if it's successful. They're not going to play it. They don't care. Like, that's a huge issue. That's a problem. And that's why we keep seeing these Concords, Star Wars Outlaws. Like, we keep seeing these problems happen over and over again. It's all kind of related to the same thing. So it's not an ignorance thing here. I think we're saying that is the problem. The problem is the system.
Yeah. I think there's like two different. I feel like both sides are arguing kind of the same thing, just going at it from
Maybe.
different.
No, a lot of people in chat are actually like, no, that's exactly how it should work. That's valid. Okay. I don't think that you should make games potentially that way, but that is how big companies work.
It
So
is
if you
how
think
big
games are a big
companies work,
company
yeah.
thing, then there you go. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not going to change.
Yeah. I mean, that happens in any industry.